The stream is live.
Let freedom ring, Harris. Let freedom ring.
Oh my gosh, I'm not even
I
in
like
the US.
your blue wrist support goes well with my red and white running outfit.
Here's my red, white, and blue. My old license plate from when I lived in California.
That's right.
Always a bald guy. Once a bald guy, always a bald guy.
That's it. That's it.
That's all I have here. That's red, white, and blue sitting in the UK.
I didn't know you had a bald guy license plate.
It's amazing. It's crazy that I got that. Yeah. Anyway,
impressive.
I don't have it anymore. I don't even have a car.
Oh well, I mean that's probably a good thing.
I happily do not have a car. Yeah.
Well, happy 4th of July, everyone. And this is going to be a very short live stream, and the reason it's going to be short is because unless Harris, you feel like talking for 5 hours.
I feel like happy 4th of July doesn't mean anything across everywhere in the world. We have people that aren't in the U.S., but really what we're saying is Happy Independence Day, and that's something that we are here to talk about. So
that is something that we're here to talk about. I mean, as entrepreneurs, I mean that was what I was seeking. When I first started my first business, when I was gainfully employed all the way through junior high and high school. My dad made me get a job when I was really young, and I was bagging groceries, I was stocking shelves, I was prep cook, I was working in restaurants, I was doing dishes, like I was doing all the things, Me
too. You're reminiscence of my youth.
And I kept quitting jobs because I got bored. Like as soon as I figured the job out, I'd start showing up late because I didn't give a crap anymore. And I was like, So as soon as it became routine, I was done, right?
Yeah.
And so I would keep on seeking out harder jobs. And fortunately, that got me in the mindset of every new job I took, I always took a pay raise. I always took a harder job that required me to operate at a higher level, because I wanted to make more money. So even when I was in high school, I would only take jobs that were going to immediately make me more money, right? For the time that I was putting in. So that was cool, but I kept on getting bored. Even when I liked the people I was working with, even when I liked a restaurant I was working at, the food that we were making, and the hours weren't bad and whatever, I still, when it got too routine, I didn't like it. And then the other thing that drove me bananas was when I had to do something that was just dumb. That it was following the rules, but it was not effective or efficient. I was doing something because my boss told me to, not because it actually was the smartest move in that situation.
Yeah, that's something that always drove me crazy when I worked for other people. Would be even if it because I always would treat my desk like my own business. So maybe I had a sales job in my early. Well, I had sales jobs, but once I started being kind of aware of the business as a whole, I think it wouldn't make sense. It would drive me crazy because if you're in a sales job, your paycheck is based on how much you can sell. But then if how much you can sell is based on something else, then you're screwed and you can't control it. So that really drove me crazy. For sure. So anyway, yeah, we have a similar, but actually I think different mentality to how we got here. But we both started out, working
working it.
Doesn't everybody have to work?
No, not everybody has to work, Harris. Sorry, that's a myth. Definitely not everybody has to work.
All right.
But what I have to do is go run a race in a few minutes. So I'm going to go and I'm going to run the Firecracker 4. Now, Firecracker 4 happens every year on the 4th of July, and I used to run this race with my old running partner, Rob, who tragically died in a car accident, a head-on collision quite a few years ago. It was extremely sad. He and his fiance both died in a drug-related accident. The other driver was super, super high, and it was horrific. Anyway, I used to run this race with my old running partner, Rob, and he often won it. He was 10 years younger than me, and was just a running god. Guy was super cool. And I met him. He came and knocked on my door once at the Tellman when he saw the Tellman Run RVs out there. He's like, "What is that? How can I get involved?" And that's how we started running together. Anyway, so I try to run this race every year, kind of to I would probably run it anyway because it's here.
Run
But it
Tellman Run was more than 10 years ago?
was in 2009.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, cool stuff. I'm gonna go run this race.
How long is the race?
And what?
4K?
Firecracker 4. So it's 4 miler. 4 miler. And so I'm gonna run it barefoot today. And I just had to like pry a tip of a thorn out of my big toe. So my toe's looking all rough. So we'll see how that holds up in the race. Anyway, we are doing a webinar Zoom meeting tomorrow, and it's going to be awesome. We're calling it the Black Box event, and we're going to reveal what's inside the black box, but we can give you a couple of hints. Number one is inside the black box is the blueprint, the instruction manual, the step-by-step process that Harris and I personally used in order to grow not one, but multiple businesses in multiple markets over the last, during the course of our internet history and career. We've both been online marketers for over 20 years.
Yeah, first time I did it, I didn't know anybody in the internet marketing space, and I kind of used it to break into the internet marketing space. And I had a partner at the time, made about $80,000 in 90 days with it. So took home.
It really, when it's applied properly and you like plug in all the add-ons, all the bells and whistles, it's a super sweet system to build a large audience that's responsive and connected and bonded to you, that is an audience of buyers who are ready, willing, and eager to hear the types of products and services that you're selling, and want to be involved with what you're doing and want to receive your communications, whether that be email, social, or otherwise. So it's a great way of growing a business or starting a business, and it's an amazing way of consistently keeping fresh leads coming in, building your list, generating new customers, and creating great goodwill and connection the whole way through. And it works like crazy. So not only did Harris and I use this, but I went on to train thousands of individuals how to use this, and they've used it over the years very successfully. And so we are, but we haven't talked about it for many years. And so we are re-teaching and resharing this process. And the first webinar about that and how to get involved is happening tomorrow. It's happening tomorrow at 2:00 Eastern. That's
Friday. So Friday, July 5th at 2:00 Eastern, which is 7 p.m. here in the UK, or 11 a.m. in California. You guys can work out the rest on yourself. There's a link to it. You need the www because we're silly. Yeah. We haven't changed the A name, C name, BS.
Yeah, I have a stupid thing going on in the registrar that got messed up. I pasted something in the wrong place. And
so go to www.mascotland, or you like to say Mascotland?
How do you Scotland?
I want to say mascotland.com/blackbox.
Scotland.
Since I'm in the UK, I should say it the way Tellman's saying it. Mascotland.
Mascotland. Welcome to Mascotland, the home of all mascots. But this has nothing to do with mascots. We just chose that domain. This is a totally separate project. It is definitely in the marketing realm. So if you want to find out more, get on the mysterious waiting list. Go ahead and register for the webinar. Even if you can't make it, get on the pre-launch list, and we'll tell you more as the story unfolds.
And if you want to talk to us sooner than that, you still have to go do that, and then we'll tell you how to talk to us sooner than that on the next page. So you still need to sign up for the Black Box event, and we will see you in just over 24 hours from right now.
That's it. Rock and roll. All right. Thanks, Harris. Thanks, everybody. Have a great 4th. And yes, if it were May 4th, I'd say May the 4th be with you, but it's not. It's July 4th. So July
the 4th be with you. July the 4th be with you.
That's right. All right, everybody. Enjoy. Happy Independence Day. May you find freedom everywhere you go.
Bye.
Over and out.